Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jessie in color, and today I'm going to be filming the Space Timber tag. Woo! I'm going to try, so before I get ahead of myself, this tag was created by Soraya Colors. I'm helping co-host it, as well as some other people who I will tag and I'll mention at the end here. But Soraya made us some questions to answer about space, and I am going to try and color this mythographic space page. While I do that, I'll show you guys. This is Illusion. It's Diego Vassaberg? I don't know. You all know I'm dyslexic and I can't pronounce names. By now, I would think. But yes, I started this last night. I'm just doing Crayola color pencil. Yeah, so I'm going to try to color and answer these questions at the same time. I've never colored on camera before, so hopefully I stay in frame, everything looks good, you guys can see what I'm doing, I don't put my head under the camera. But yes, it is my first time, so just give me some grace. I am using my beloved Crayola colored pencils. I have a couple different nicer brands of pencils, but I just love my Crayola colors, so okay. Let's pick some colors first. So I did the flames here in orange and yellow, and I was thinking I wanted to do like a fiery background to contrast my blue and purple planets here. So I'm gonna pick, I think I'm gonna pick Unmellow Yellow and light orange, or yeah, light orange. Mango would probably work too, but I think light orange is better. I know I have all my Crayola colored pencil names memorized. And then I think I want an orange red to add some, so I did use mahogany and brown on the wood, so I think the orange red will match that nicely. Okay, I'm gonna sharpen these quick. My pencil sharpener is not too loud, so I like to start with a nice sharp tip every time I start coloring. And I don't mind over sharpening my Crayola color pencils a little bit because they're not that expensive. So that's a nice thing about them. Okay. Decide exactly how I want to do this. I'm not sure if I want to do rotating colors with where the lines are, or if I want to kind of do it more mixed. I think I'm going to do it more mixed, like do a little bit in each section. Okay, I probably won't finish this on camera because I'm a little nervous to color on camera and don't really know what I'm doing. So give me a break. I am an outside of the line colorer just because I don't see very well. I wear glasses and I have dyspraxia, which is related to my dyslexia, and it's basically just a spatial awareness disorder. So coloring within the lines is not my thing. But I'm just gonna mix these colors up. Make it almost like a galaxy background, but with the fiery colors is what I was going for. So something different. We're going to be doing a lot of galaxies this month. Alright. And then these little circles, I'm not worried if I go over them because I'm going to do them in Moonlight Jelly. I haven't decided exactly what color yet. Probably, I think the orange, either the orange or the yellow of the neon colors. I think the orange might pop more, but I'll try to finish the background first. I use the heck out of my Jelly Roll Moonlights too, so. Okay, let's answer the first question. I do have them written down here. And the first question is, what is your favorite space-related memory? And I'm going to say, when I was little, now this is probably maybe 5th grade. I'm thinking more 4th or 3rd grade, 3rd or 4th grade. I did a science fair project with a friend of mine, and we built this huge diorama of the solar system, and it was really, really fun. We didn't win anything. I don't remember winning anything, but it was really, really fun. And yeah, I remember, so my friend that I did it with, her name escapes me, because we were only friends in elementary school. I think we went to the same middle school, but we ended up like very separated as far as classes and stuff goes, so you know, naturally grew apart. But I remember her family was pretty well off, and they had this huge house, and it was really fun, and her parents were really fun, and we had so much fun with this project. And then once the science fair was over, and I mean, I don't remember if it was graded or not. I don't know. We at least got a participation ribbon. I don't remember, but her parents decided that we did a very good job, and they took us to the circus. And yeah, kind of like space, the circus is something that I very much aesthetically enjoy. The actual practices of the circus isn't quite something that I appreciate, but colors and, I don't know, the aesthetic of the circus has always very much appealed to me, and I do think it is because of that. So yeah, that's my favorite space related memory, my science fair project with my friend. Yeah, that was kind of a hard one, because all my favorite space memories are probably school related. I was trying to think of anything that would be outside of school, but they are not. Okay, the next one is your favorite space related movie, and I wrote a bunch down for this question. So the first one that came to mind was Muppets in Space. I love the Muppets. I'm a big Muppets fan. I grew up watching the Muppet Show. I had a bunch of the Muppet Show on DVD. And yeah, Gonzo is my favorite Muppets character. And he's kind of the center of that movie. So I love Muppets in Space. I also wrote down Fifth Element. That's a really good one. And Guardians of the Galaxy, of course. I'm a big Marvel nerd. I haven't seen the third one, so I have to watch that, but I do enjoy me some Guardians of the Galaxy. And then I also wrote down, this is kind of a silly answer. I don't hear about this movie very much, and whenever I talk about this movie, people are like, really, you like that movie? But it is Cowboys versus Aliens. And I say it's a silly answer, but this movie was definitely meant to be serious. It has Daniel Craig and Harrison Ford in it, and they were definitely trying to like have like a serious like Western movie, except they fight aliens, and I just think it's silly. And it has, I'm pretty sure it's got a really bad Rotten Tomatoes review, but, and a lot of people, anyone I've ever talked to about it, they don't like it, but I love that movie. I think it's, I like it a lot. I don't know, it's kind of a weird one, but that's Cowboys vs. Aliens. And like, even with just the casting, it's like, yeah, well, they casted Daniel Craig and Harrison Ford, like they were trying to do something serious there, but it did fall flat. But it's good in like a campy way, like, if that makes sense. Kind of like an old horror film. So yeah. The next question is, what is your favorite space-related TV show? And I don't watch a whole lot of TV. Honestly, I don't watch a whole lot of anything, even movies. I like podcasts or listening to music, mostly because I am always doing something with my hands. So if I have to like look at what I'm watching, I just I lose interest because I'm neurodivergent and I cannot focus like that. But I did put 2 down. So one, I watched recently, the majority of it while I was sick. I didn't finish the 3rd season, but I was sick in June, and I watched the majority of The Orville by Seth MacFarlane is the creator, and he also acts in it. And I don't know, it wouldn't surprise me. I'm not a huge fan of Seth MacFarlane, but I had seen a couple clips of it on TikTok, and I was like, oh, it seems like something I'd like. And I like The Orville. So I wrote that one down. And then I was thinking, my favorite TV show is actually, so one of the main characters, and I won't say who because it's like space isn't a huge part of this, and if I get too into it, it'll kind of be spoilerly. It's the Umbrella Academy, so it is space related, and even like one of the characters when the show first starts, this is not a spoiler, but when the show first starts, he is he's living on the moon. So yeah, I love the Umbrella Academy. I'm a big My Chemical Romance fan, and the Umbrella Academy was written by Gerard Way. I think it was in between Black Parade and Danger Days he wrote that. So yeah, that's a really fun one. It just recently, the last season just recently came out. It's only 6 episodes, and the ending is very sad. But I think that they did it justice, and the way they ended it is better than them just stretching it out for views and money. So I'm happy with it, even though it made me a little bit sad. Yeah, so Umbrella Academy and The Orville for that one. So the next one's favorite book. I only wrote down favorite book, so I'm hoping it doesn't mean like reading book. And then it means favorite coloring book, because that's the answer I wrote down. I wrote these questions down and the answers down like a couple of weeks ago, so hopefully I don't mess anything up, because I didn't read it again before. So I started filming, and now I'm filming with my phone, so I can't. But favorite book, and I did write down favorite coloring book as a space-related coloring book as Alien Worlds. I'm in the Alien Worlds data report group, and that's kind of where the whole space timber idea was born, originally by Soraya Colors, and I love that group. I'm really enjoying coloring in that book. I'm working on a big double-page spread right now. It's taking me forever, but yeah, that's a really good one. Of course, I love Kirby Rosance as an artist. He's the first artist that I got into for adult coloring books. So who's excited for Dark Fairy Tales? Is that what it's called? Dark Fairy Tales? I think so. That's gonna be a good one, I think. Okay, the next one is favorite supply to use on space theme coloring pages, and I wrote down watercolor. So I do really enjoy doing watercolor galaxy backgrounds, and I will actually show you guys one I did recently. Oop, as part of this, it's in Spooky Worlds. Let me stand up and make sure I'm still in frame. Yeah, doing a good job, I think. So I did this one in Spooky Worlds. Spooky by Sarah Sedgwick. This is for Christina Art Corner's book long tag for this book. And I did a galaxy background and then the white line trend. And yeah, I like watercoloring galaxy backgrounds. What did I just knock over? A bunch of crayons. Oh no. Let me pick those up quick. They're right under my feet. I don't want to break them. Ugh. Okay. So yeah, favorite medium for space is watercolor backgrounds. And actually, let me show you guys this too. Crayola has, can you guys see that? this color pencil. I think this color only comes in the colored pencils. I don't think they have it in any of their other supplies, but it's called Outer Space. And I love this pencil. I use this in a lot of pages. This is actually probably like my 4th one of this specific color. I have another one somewhere that's like newer. And I'm not gonna lie, I stole it out of my nieces and nephews' colored pencils because I use it a lot, and I don't want to run out of it. I even, like, sometimes if I'm using other colored pencils, I will use that with them because that color is just so specific, I feel like. So, yeah, that's favorite supply. The next one is favorite space page you've ever colored, and let me pull that out as well. Ugh. I should have prepared better. It's not this one. I have 2 Alien Worlds. It's in Alien Worlds. And I don't want to spoil the page I'm working on, but it is this one. So let me stand up and see if I can get this whole thing in frame. So it's this one. This is Asteroid Belt in Alien Worlds. This is the Lost Paradise Planet, which is the page that I'm working on. This is a double page spread. It's the next page. And I'm very proud of this one. It started not so great, but it ended, I think, pretty good. And my story for this one is that the reason why this planet has this asteroid belt is because it used to have 2 moons, and they were these, and that's why my moon and the asteroid belt is the same color. So it used to have 2 moons this color, and it got hit by something flying through space, and it broke up, and it created a ring around the planet. So that was my story, and I'm just really proud of this page. I think it turned out really pretty. I had to switch gears quite a few times in the background because I was having trouble with the paper and like the pigmentation. I tried to use my Prismacolor watercolors at first, and it just didn't look good. And then I tried to do some Inktense, and I still wasn't happy with it, so I went in with acrylic paint pen. So, and then this is the Brute Ferner pastels on the planet. And I used some watercolor. I've been using the same watercolors on my ship. They're Garby metallic watercolors. I hear everybody say that brand differently. So I say Garby, but it's these. And I'll show you quick. These are the 2 colors I'm using for my planet, or for my spaceship. So, yeah. That is my favorite space theme page that I've colored. So, question 7. What do you love about the space theme? And I wrote down colors because a lot of the times, like the blues, like the deep blues and purples and things like that, that's kind of like my favorite color palette. So I wrote down colors, but I was also thinking, I think just learning about space is something I very much enjoy. It's just crazy, some of the things we discover in space. Specifically something that I'm really interested in, or I was, like, at least like last year, I think this was, I was really interested in what the James Webb telescope was doing, because it was just taking beautiful photos of space, and I was like, ooh, what is that? What is that? And we were just seeing bits of space more clearly than we ever have before, and it just fascinates me. So, yeah, definitely, I just think aesthetically it's beautiful, and then from a knowledge standpoint, it's just fascinating. So, yeah. And the next question is, what is your favorite space quote? And my favorite space quote is by Carl Sagan, and it's, "We are all made of stardust," or star stuff, he says. We're all made of star stuff. Because it is believed that our bodies are created from the same elements of broken down stars, and that's really just, I think that's so beautiful to me. I know that, you know, he was probably saying it from a scientific point, but to me that just is like, I don't know, almost feels spiritual. It's very cool. So yeah, we are made of star stuff. That's Carl Sagan. He was an astronomer, so it's a super smart guy, way smarter than me. And the last question is, would you travel in space? And my answer is yes, but with stipulations. It would not, I wouldn't want it to be a long trip. I'm a homebody, so it would have to be like to space and back home at the very most 2 weeks. Even that's stretching it a little bit for me. I don't even like being on vacation that long away from home. I prefer a staycation. So I would love to go see it and experience like the anti-gravity, whatever. But I would not want to be away from home for very long, and I wouldn't want to be away from my family and friends forever. So if it was like it's a one-way ticket, absolutely not. If it's like, it would be like 3 years, probably still would not, unless you're paying me like a ton of money that I'll be set for the rest of my life. So yes, that one's very circumstantial for me, but I think generally I think it would be a cool experience. But take me home, because I miss my family and my house and my dog. The small puppy dog can come with me, but I think most of the animals that they sent to space when they were first learning about it, it was like a one-way death trap for them, so I wouldn't want my puppy dog to come along if he couldn't live. But I would want my puppy dog to come along, if that makes sense, hopefully. So, yeah, that was the last question. So I'm probably going to end it here. Maybe I'll just finish this little section I'm coloring so you guys can see. Hopefully everybody has a really good Space-Tember, and you guys all follow the different hosts of Space-Tember, especially creator Soraya Colors. She's only on Instagram, but she's really, really fun. She's a cool person. She's very creative. Sometimes the pages she posts are just like, wow, that's so amazing how creative she is. So a couple of these, I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to say them right, but I'm going to do my very best, and they will be linked down below. So please, I'm sorry, don't be mad at me, ladies. But Soraya Colors, again, she's only on Instagram. But definitely go follow her, and if you go to my Instagram, you'll see the Space-Tember post, and you can go and follow everybody on it, so they should all be tagged. But Soraya Colors, Rachel Colors Crafts, this is the one I'm like not sure about, and I remember she posted something in the Alien Worlds data report to like help people pronounce her name, but I couldn't find it. So I think it's Juliana Antoinette Art. She's newer on, I'll definitely post her down below. She's newer on Instagram, or not Instagram, YouTube, and she's been doing some face-to-face videos. They're really good, so definitely check her out. I don't know if I said that right, but definitely click the link. The other one is F Creates. I think it's just F, but it's FEFF Creates. And then the last one is Jamie's Coloring Love. So I will have everyone tagged down below, and you can also go to my Instagram, and there'll be a pinned post that has everyone tagged in it, so hopefully you guys can find everybody and spread the love. And definitely, you know, do this tag if you want to, answer the questions, and color all the space pages and have fun doing so. Yeah, I hope you have a good day. Bye.